By heating her home more efficiently. By engineering a net zero emissions building. By reducing power waste in factories. By helping make renewables more energy efficient. By making changes for the better, for everyone.
Good morning and welcome to the live coverage of the Champions Trophy, sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric. We're at the Royal Tennis Club in the historic grounds of Hampton Court Palace. My name's Dan Warboys and I'm joined by Peter Wright this morning. We have the first semi-final match coming up. We've got Ben Taylor-Matthews against Rob Fahey. See who wins a place in the final. How are you feeling about this one, Peter?
I was going to say nervous because I've never commentated before, but with such experience around me, I'm feeling reasonably calm. I think it'll be a great game. I think, as we said before, the guys, I'd say, have got similar playing styles, but I think that'll gel pretty well.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a really exciting, close game.
I agree. I think it's a little bit, certainly having seen Rob across many years, I think he'll probably try and determine the outcome by making sure he's in charge. It'll be him trying to hit winners or not.
That's a pretty amazing roll of honour there, isn't it?
You always need a bigger screen to get all of those years and event winners. Yes.
Mitsubishi Electric.
So this is interesting. He lost to Ben Taylor-Matthews in the US Pro quarter final in June. And we should see the stats for Ben Taylor-Matthews coming up.
I wasn't expecting you to towel down already. Introducing the players. On the serving end from Bristol Real Tennis Club, we have Ben Taylor-Matthews. On the receiving end from Oratory Real Tennis Club, Rob Fahey.
So Ben Taylor-Matthews to start the serve.
Love all, Ben to serve first.
We have a great game in prospect.
Stroke. 15 love.
So straight off with the railroad and cross-court volley.
I think we're going to see a lot of that in the next couple of hours.
Oh! Dirty love. Chase, better than second gallery.
30 love, one chase. I think Rob's going to want to get down this end and try and dominate.
$40 love, one chase.
Excellent, so Rob can probably dominate from the receiving end.
That's very true.
In a way, almost more easily because he gets the first hit on the ball.
Yeah. Yep. And here's Ben's player profile. World ranking 4, handicap negative 5.7.
40 love, serve leads. Chase better than second gallery. Game to the server. Server leads 1 game to love. Vote. Chase, better than 2. Level. Go.
Wow.
15 love.
So is there anything obvious you've seen so far, Peter, with how they've both set up, or is it how you expected it to start?
I'd say very much as expected. Rob's going to hit cut volleys and forces, and I think Ben's probably going to try and do the same, so it's whoever does it better.
Good last minute adjustment there by Rob. It seemed to ping out a little bit more than he thought it was going to.
Yeah, he's also phenomenally strong. I think he's a lot stronger than people give him credit for, so he can generate power from when he's not in quite the right place.
Yeah, it was a very shallow swing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Out of court. 40-15, 1 chase.
It's definitely an economy of movement, but he's always in the right place to hit it. Picks the right shot.
And career highlights for Ben. That British Open finalist in 2021, which was a great run, and the US Open semi-finalist in 2023. He had a great run as well.
I'd suggest he prefers going to the US than playing in this country.
I think you're right. He's got something against Queen's Club, hasn't he?
That's me.
So Ben's changing up his serve a little bit here.
Lost the chase for worse than 4.
And a good change up it was.
30-40.
I think with a chance to play it,
Yeah.
I think other than that he's going to hit
The railroad.
the railroad.
Chase more than a yard works. 30-40.
But if he doesn't hit it well, we're going to be doing lots of changing events.
I think we're going to have quite a few changes today.
Yeah. Which again I think suits Rob because he's going to want to try and keep the points short.
Yes.
He's going to want to also I'm saying he's going to want to be in control, so he's either going to want to win the point or lose the point.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's him that determines which of those two things happens.
He doesn't want to get sucked into those long rallies.
No.
You can tell it's quite obvious that when Ben's going for
30,
that cross
40,
volley, he's
serving
definitely
in.
aiming for going for grill.
Chase more than a yard worse than last
Yeah, for
gallery. Go!
More than a yard's worse than the last gallery coming up.
Game to the server. Server leads 2 games to love.
Is there anything that Ben needs to change up, do you think, at this moment in time? How is his returning of serve?
At the moment I think he just needs to do what he's doing, but better.
Yes.
Try with plan A, and then if your plan A doesn't work then it's going reasonably well, think about a plan B.
It's quite a good plan B.
I don't know if it's better plan A, but anyway.
Good response.
15 all.
Yeah, the service return not quite tight enough, not quite deep enough, and Rob just slots the winner.
Yeah.
Chase worse than
Changed
3.
up there. gone down the line.
That I would say is a good change up
Yeah.
to force Rob to go the way he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
Because that's hard work if you've got to keep going left and right.
Change of direction is so hard,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah, it takes it out of you. Especially when you get to Rob at my age.
Chase better than a yard.
Definitely starting to target that backhand a little bit more.
Chase
Ben,
is
by the
15
looks
all,
of it.
worse than 3,
I think
and
he's
better
helped by
than
the
a
fact that
yard.
Rob's missed his target.
Yeah.
And therefore he's got the opportunity to hit the shot he wants to hit rather than just chasing down winners.
Replay coming up. Just missed that grill underneath twice, didn't
Yes.
he? There? And then just a bit high on the tap.
Yeah,
but
and then he's in trouble.
yeah, it's just set up nicely and well put away by Ben.
Yep.
15 all,
I think
Chase
Rob is
worse
also
than
happy
3.
to give away some chases in the knowledge that he'll hit his cut volley to better than 2 all of the time.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Lost the chase. 30-15, better than a yard.
Better than a yard.
Lost the chase. 40-15.
Had him right in that nick and jumping out.
So a little bit fortunate.
Yeah. Be pleased with that one. Great pick
Worse
up.
than last gallery.
For me, the other thing that's very noticeable about Rob, big points, he's happy to play longer rallies and he's happy to chase balls down. At other times, he almost lets things go, but he seems to know when he needs to focus that attention and when he's got to work a little bit harder when it really matters.
Almost conserving that
Yeah.
energy for the key points.
Yeah.
Here's the head-to-head total of 32 matches won, and Ben only winning against Rob on 3 occasions. And one of those was on the last time they met.
And history at RTC would suggest Rob quite likes it here.
Yes. Yep.
40-15,
Yeah.
receiver
As a
lead.
fan of this court, definitely.
Chase worse than last gallery. Lost the chase, fell half a yard worse than last gallery.
Fantastic leave.
30,
Good job.
40. Gains the receiver. 1 game to 2.
Crucial one for him to win there, get on the board.
No matter how many matches you've played, it's always nice to get a start. You don't feel quite so nervous then.
Yeah.
Out of court.
I think psychologically as
15
well,
love.
that 3-love or 2-1 is feels such a big difference, doesn't it?
It does, but then having got his game, to lose the first point of the next game,
Yes.
that almost takes you back off the...
Yeah. Stops a bit of momentum.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
for sure.
Thirty love.
Would you classify that as?
I'd say that's an unforced
Yeah.
error. Yeah, Rob's hit a nice shot, but Ben should make that.
Yeah.
he's not missing any targets, is he?
40 love.
I would agree.
Let's go for that number one on the grill count, I think.
Hold.
Fantastic finish. Just set up nicely for us for that shot.
It did, but I think the other thing is
James.
it's his
Serve
it's the lack of
3
pace
games to 1.
deliberately
Yes.
that Rob manages to hit balls that you then have to hit up. Then he can hit the winner on the second or third shot.
Go.
Yeah.
15 love. Chase better than a yard. 15 love.
Rob Fahey sitting on 73%, surface points 1 to Ben, only 50% at the moment.
That
30
to
love.
me is almost the first really aggressive cut volley that Ben's hit. That looked like there was just a bit more on it. Then he's able to force the mistake.
Is that what you'd be doing in his situation?
That's what I'd be trying to do.
Forty love, 1 chase.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he needs to try and really force the issue, Ben,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
it's getting the balance between not trying to hit it really hard
Yes.
and overhitting, and not just trying to put it in the court, and
Yes.
therefore Rob's able to hit a forehand to the grill.
Yeah.
It's that happy middle ground which is tough to find, and maybe he kind of works his way into it, having hit a few, and he kind of builds the pace up.
Some replay of Rob's footwork here.
Again, a great economy of movement to getting it to just the right place.
It's those lovely sort of controlled short steps, isn't it?
Yeah.
40 love, the server leads. Chase better than a yard.
Less than a yard chase. Ben leading 40 love. Dispatched. That's the way to win.
15,
another yard
40.
chase.
It's the way to win any point.
True.
5 of those in his head.
Stroke. 30, 40. Out of court.
Let's put it back to Juice.
Juice. Come on, Ben. Jace, worse than 6. Juice. Bowl.
So just clipping the reef.
Negative,
worked,
one
mate.
chase.
So Rob's changes to T&RA. He's now advantage with a worse than 6 chase.
Advantage server,
It'd be a
chase worse
demoralising
than 6.
for
game
sure.
to lose for Ben, wouldn't it, after being 41 with a chase worse than a yard.
I mean, it would. You could argue he's not done. He's not done a lot wrong.
No.
Rob's hit 3 or 4 winners,
Yes.
but at the same time, you're right. From 40-11, whatever it was, better than a yard. You'd be hoping to win that game.
Yeah, you'd be hoping to get that over the line.
Yep.
Got the win predictor up. It's saying 84% to 16 at the moment. In Rob's
Advantage
favour.
server,
I'd say
chase
based on
worse than 6.
what we're seeing at the moment and the head-to-head record,
Pretty fair.
Charles's stats don't lie very often.
Use.
Almost the first unforced error that Rob's hit.
I think it's right.
Maybe the second.
Yeah.
Fault.
Just missed the gallery there.
Shut up. Chase worse than a yard.
Had a couple of opportunities for the grill there,
I
didn't
think he'll be disappointed with that.
Goose. Chase worse than 5. 2
Strategic
chases.
move.
Yes.
Deuce.
But I think he
Worse
does that
than a
very
yard.
well.
Yes.
And worse than 5.
Rather than making a racket error for a ball that he's stretching for, leaves it
Makes complete sense.
and says, "Okay, well, I think I can beat 5 yards."
Yeah.
So, but he does that so well throughout. If he's in trouble, he hits a really good, easy, gets the ball back in court to a decent length. If he's not in trouble, he picks the right shot to hit and gives it a bit of a clip.
Yeah.
And it's that knowing which of those shots to pick, which he's so good at. And indeed,
Yes.
anyone that plays sport really
Chase
well
worse
knows
than
the
a
right
yard.
shot to pick at the right time.
Spot on.
Lost the chase. Advantage server.
Just
Chase
a
worse than
little
5.
force from Rob there. With the change up a serve.
Game. 2 games to 3.
I think again that was the first time he tried to hit his forehand volley down
Yes.
the line.
Yeah.
Good one. 15 love. Out of court. 30 love. Mm. 40 love. Right.
$40 love up. Ben leads.
40 love. Oh! Stroke. 1540. Okay.
3 games in.
Quite a few errors.
3 games all.
It's starting to creep in.
Yep.
Do you think that's because of how Ben's been a little bit more aggressive?
I think he served a little tighter.
Yeah.
But also I think Rob would be unhappy to have missed those balls.
Every straight.
15 love.
T&RA.
30
He's
love.
back on track.
Seems like it.
Bow.
Rob just going for a walk up there to get the ball out. Maybe try and slow down the pace a little bit.
I wouldn't like to comment, but maybe.
No.
1530.
Ben will be happy to get Rob moving around into that forehand corner at the receiving end just to make him work a little bit harder.
2 very good defensive plays there.
Oh, great.
40-30. Stroke. Juice.
He does get a phenomenal amount of work on the ball off that cut volley, which makes it so tough to read off the wall.
It's really tough, isn't it?
Yep.
Especially when he gets in with that sort of pace and spin.
Stroke. Advantage receiver.
And that is just the shot that he wants as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost as if it's got a bit of side spin and top spin, and then it either kicks or shoots through, and you don't know which of the two it's going to do.
Yeah. Seemed like he overthought that serve a little bit to try and stop him
4 games
getting
to
on there.
3.
It just went a little bit wrong.
Yeah, it's a very low margin serve, isn't it? It's either great or awful.
Terrible. Yeah. Spot on.
Yes.
Well worked finish.
Yeah, good
15
finish.
love.
Yep.
30 love.
So he's just starting to go for that sort of higher looped serve.
I was going to say, it does look like he's made a conscious decision that
Yeah.
he's not going to give Rob as much pace, and Rob's going to have to hit the ball coming across him, which might be a bit more difficult.
Chase, nearly a yard worse than last go. 30 love.
30 love on chase.
Yeah.
15-30. Hazard better than second gallery, 2 chases.
He does seem to generate a huge
15-30,
amount of
nearly
pace.
a yard worse
Doesn't
than
appear to be a
Hazard
big
better than
backswing.
It's crazy how much power he can generate just from that really shallow swing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's got a very strong core. Not a man you take on in an arm wrestling challenge.
Definitely
in the
not.
pub on a Friday night.
No.
I think that strength also means he can hit his forehand volley return cross court and down the line, and it's almost impossible to see which way he's going. The one he hit to Ben's backhand in the last game, if you weren't watching where the ball ended up and you were just watching Rob, you wouldn't
15-30,
know
receive
where the ball
lead.
was going to end up.
Spot on.
Chase nearly a yard worse than last gallery. Vote. On the chase. 40-15, Hazard better than second gallery.
Here's the chase.
Yeah, well,
Game.
Well won.
Yeah.
4 games all.
Sensible stuff by
First
Ben.
set.
Especially on that game point. 4 games all. First set.
Mm. 15 love.
Just a little bit longer and not quite so tight to the wall, and Ben can get around it. It's very fine margins at the moment, isn't it?
Very.
Chase nearly a yard worse than last gallery. 15 all.
well done.
30-15. Chase, worse than 3. 30-15, 2 chases. Nearly a yard worse than last gallery and worse than 3.
Shot. With players just taking the opportunity to tear it down a little bit because it is still very, very warm on court. It's definitely not as warm as it was on Thursday, but it's still very humid.
It's also, I mean, Hampton's always a hot place to play. I think the perspex and
It definitely adds to it, doesn't it, that
Oh, yeah.
perspex?
It's
I
one
was
of
saying
the-
that to someone the other day. Someone was saying, well, it's quite open, it's quite big. I said, yeah, but it does seem to make a big difference, the perspex.
30-15, receiver leads. Nearly a yard worse than last gallery. On the chase.
Expert finish.
40-15, chase worse than 3. Oh! Fine. Worse than 3. James and receiver. Receiver leads 5 games to 4. First set.
But again, we go back to focus. Rob makes sure that those 2 points that get him to 5-4, he works incredibly hard for.
Yeah.
Hazard better than the door. Level. Second gallery,
So much
2
rip
chases.
off that serve, isn't he? I mean, that just moved so much.
Level. Hazard better than
Yeah,
the door.
Rob would be a little
And
bit
second
surprised
gallery.
by how quickly the ball got to him.
Okay, win predictor 77% now to Ben's 23.
Yeah, that's what, 7 or 8% better in Ben's favour than it was before.
Yeah. It's almost sort of back to the start, isn't it, I suppose? I don't know.
Yeah, I think about that.
Yeah. Oh, crikey. Might break the cameras.
Level. Hazard better than the door. Oh. Fault. Double fault. 15 love.
Don't see that
Second
very
gallery.
often from Rob, do you?
You don't. But I think it just emphasises the importance of hitting a good serve.
Yeah.
Fault. Won the chase. 30 love.
Smart return.
Yeah, very smart.
Again, I don't think he's hit that shot before.
No.
So good to keep it back to a point when you really need it.
Yeah, crucial point. Just high on the green. Oh. That's how you finish it.
Yeah, don't have to hit it that hard as long as it
15,
ends up in the ground.
Great body position.
Hazard. Hazard second gallery. 15-30. Chase worse than 2. 2 chases. 15-30. Server leads. Hazard second gallery and worse than 2.
2 key points there. Ben's used returns that he's not used that often.
Yeah.
So in one case, a return he's not used at all.
Yeah.
And the last one down to Rob's backhand, I think he's only hit 2 or 3 times.
Took the pace right off that as well, didn't
Doesn't have to be hit at a million miles an hour because Rob's already started to go to his forehand.
he? Yeah.
So you just need to make sure
15-30.
it's
The
over.
server leads.
It's going to bounce.
Hazard
Give me
second
cover.
gallery.
Chase 3, chase 4, something like that.
Yeah. Well played. Even better.
40, 15, chase worse than
for that
2.
return. Look at that points 130 to 27. That's how tight it's
It
been.
is close, isn't it?
Yeah, worse than 2.
Pick up by Ben.
Lost the chase and the game. That's 5
5
games all.
This has been such a close battle.
First point really important in a game like this.
It's a great point, yeah.
Last gallery. Double.
Beautiful shape on the volley there.
Go. Go.
Great adjustment. Off the frame of the grill.
Again,
15
not
up.
hitting it too hard, just, as you say, measure down into the corner.
Yeah.
Bolt.
Just clip the roof. Fantastic. By Ben.
Great bit of work.
Absolutely perfect
15 all.
backhand volley.
Fold.
Well played.
30, 15.
One chase pending. Last gallery. Good change up by Rob there.
30 all.
Again, he's able to hit almost looks like a top spin
Yeah.
backhand.
It's almost just wrapped round, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And he can hit it right or left.
Chase 2 and 3. 2 chases. 30 all. Last gallery and 2 and 3.
Great shot. Great to see that backhand volley of Ben's again, actually, as well. Just rolling off the roof and dispatched into that corner.
Again, not hit massively hard,
No.
but just hard enough that it hits the ball and doesn't come out.
It was all about length, that shot,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I'm sure many coaches would be telling players around the country, you don't have to hit
30
it as
all.
hard as you think.
Yeah.
Just
Last
make it bounce-
gallery.
Make it bounce in the corner,
Yeah, less is more.
for sure.
Last gallery chase coming up. Just sat where Rob wanted it to,
40,
didn't it?
30. Chase 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Set point to the server.
Fold. Chase off.
It's not cool.
40-30.
A replay of that might be
I
interesting.
think that would be interesting. Rob didn't look in agreement with that.
No, I'd say our view from up here suggested it may have been closer to 3 than 2.
40-30.
No comment. $40-30.
Chase more than a yard worse than last gallery.
We've just taken a bit of time in between the next one there just to compose, I think. Oh, what do you think of this, Peter?
See, that's a tough call.
That's a tough one. I'm glad I'm not making that call.
Happy with that.
Yeah, I'd say that Mark has
Jack,
done a good job.
I think so. Jack seems to be pleased with that. He said he's happy with that.
Yeah.
After seeing the replay.
Yeah.
I think way too close to call. I think chase off was a wise decision.
$40-30. Chase more than a yard worse than last gallery. Fold.
Measured shot from Ben.
Deuce.
It was a tough return.
Fold.
It doesn't get much closer than this.
Advantage server.
So Ben's got the advantage. This is his first set point. Should we be sticking to the railroad or would you mix it up?
I'd say you go with the railroad at this point. It's tough.
That's very tough.
Deuce.
Pretty tight, but maybe a little far up the court.
Advantage server.
Oh. Yes!
And first set.
Great finish to the set.
6 games to 5. Second set, level. Chase worse than second gallery.
Great service.
15 love.
Going back to the higher serve.
15 all.
Put back nicely.
Thirty 15. Time.
Nice.
40
Wow.
15, one chase. Worse than second gallery.
Set point coming up. Great defensive for them. Just couldn't get underneath it enough.
Looks as if Rob is still thinking a little bit about that 2 and 3 chase off call. Be interested to see what the win predictor's saying now with Ben having taken the first set.
That's a great call.
40 15. Receiver leads. Worse than second gallery.
Get that win calculator up.
I'm on the chase. And the game. One game to up.
He's going to want to keep this momentum up as long
Yeah,
as possible.
another
isn't he?
big game having just won the set.
Yeah.
Chase the line. Level. Chase. 1 and 2.
Two quick chases.
Level.
Oh,
2 chases.
first
Yes.
set
The line and 1 and 2.
Yeah, Rob peppering those targets, wasn't he?
But both players winning the same number of points.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
I think it shows you how racket sports scoring is so clever.
Yes. So many different ways.
And so unique.
Yeah.
Yes.
Level. Chase the line and 1 and 2.
Ben's average chase length there is about 5, which is incredibly good.
Chase the line. Oh. 15 love. Chase 1 and 2. Go. What's the chase? 15 all.
Quick hands.
A great pick up and maybe a little fortune
30-15.
going his way.
Do you don't think that's what he intended?
Couldn't possibly comment.
Chase better than 2.
Fantastic quick hands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
30-15.
But also quick feet to get him up the court enough to be able to hit the shot. I think that's the kind of ball that Rob would have left.
Yes.
Shows a different strategy.
Chase better than 2. 2 chases.
But I think also the fact that Ben wants
30
to
all.
keep
Better
the
than
rallies
2
long.
and better than 2.
And Rob wants to keep them short, so Ben's happy to chase those balls.
Yeah. This is the adjustment.
Can't wait for us to see that replay.
I remember being told many years ago when I was playing some lawn tennis, if you watch players from the waist down, you get a very good view of their footwork, whereas if you just watch them...
Wow, that's a swing.
That's a big turnaround.
Yeah.
30 all. Chase better than 2.
Yeah, you're right. right though, aren't you?
Watch them from the waist down and you see just how good their footwork is and how they get to hit the ball as well as they do. Different serve from Rob.
Yeah.
40-30, server leads. Chase better than 2. Juice.
Maybe the change-up only works once.
Chase, 1 and 2.
Very measured.
Juice. Advantage, 1 chase.
Great length on the serve.
Just sat back, didn't it? Serving stats coming up. Wow, that's consistency. Only 2 variation, well, 2 balls thrown in there.
We almost suggested he's played this game a little bit before, wouldn't it?
Well, I think he knows what he's doing.
I think he does.
There's a lot more variation from Ben there.
Yep. Maybe he's trying to break up Rob's rhythm, but
Look at that
also
with a high drop. 100% points 1.
Advantage, receiver.
Interesting.
Chase,
Yeah.
1 and 2.
so should he be doing that more often, or is he winning those points because he's not doing it very often?
That's the interesting bit, isn't it? Well, we'll find out. Here we go.
Lost the chase. Juice.
Great shot.
Great length again. It's taking all the pace off the ball to
Advantage
make
server.
it tough to get out the corner.
Yeah.
Chase, better than first gallery. Advantage, 1 chase.
Just impacts all that energy off that volley, doesn't he?
He does. Again, it's just almost like again a top spin roll cross court.
Just that little.
Again, I think it doesn't look as if he's hitting the ball very hard. It isn't a big take back. There's not a very big swing. Just looks very
Advantage,
compact and
receiver.
controlled.
Chase, better than first gallery.
Amazing read by Rob in the first instance.
Hey, receiver.
It was.
2 games to love.
So Ben's just getting a bit of momentum now. That's at least 3 games in a row for this one.
Chase, worse than second gallery. Level. Foul.
Mm.
15 love. Hazard first gallery, 2 chases.
Rob showing again what great hands he's got. And the ability to just kind of manoeuvre the ball when he's not in quite the right place.
Yeah.
But not trying to hit the ball too hard.
Yeah.
To me, the lesson for club players from this would be, don't watch Rob and Ben hit the 150 mile an hour ball
15
into the
off,
grill.
serve leads.
Watch the 95% of balls they hit to a length with control and try and do
Chase
that.
worse than second gallery. Go.
What's the second gallery chase?
Dirty love.
Just seem to clip the ball.
Hazard first gallery. That ball okay with you, Ben? Thanks.
It seems like Rob's making a few more mistakes. It just looks a little bit more ragged than when he started, when he was incredibly kind of tight and controlled.
Hazard first gallery.
Do you think that's because Ben's playing so well, so consistently to a length, and in a very specific way that he's trying to maybe force a bit more, taking a higher risk shot?
I think there's a bit of that. It's difficult to know whether
15-30.
fitness starts to come into things a little bit, but I'd say probably not after just a set.
Yeah. It was a tough first set, wasn't it?
Yeah. But at this level, you've only got to be half a step off, and
40-15.
suddenly what was a winner is not quite such a good shot.
Yeah.
$30, 40. Chase, worse than 4.
Another good change up at a big point.
Yeah, they've both done that shot.
Yep.
At the right points, haven't they?
Yep.
Got a replay coming up here.
Not a lot you can do about
No.
the top right hand corner of the daddle.
I mean, that was right in the basket,
Yep.
wasn't it? You know. Talk about the furthest point away that you could get it.
Yep.
Demoralising.
30, 40, receiver leads.
It is, but better to be beaten by a good shot
Yeah.
than
Chase,
Definitely.
worse than 4.
a greasy nick.
Bold.
Just a little bit more pace.
Use.
Just stepped it up, didn't he?
Yep.
Again, just on those key points is when he's just, like you said before,
Takes his chance.
yeah.
Bold. You hazard worse than a yard. Deuce. Chase, worse than 5, 2 chases. Deuce.
Wind predictor is coming
Hazard
up.
worse than a yard and worse than 5.
Further and further
Further and further away.
in Ben's favour.
It's a big shift, isn't it? It's almost completely, well, it has turned on its head completely, hasn't it?
Yep.
Look at that start point.
Yeah, I think Ben was at about, what, 26, 27 to start,
Yeah.
and there's now at 78.
Wow. Yeah, so the thick line you see on
Or
that
it's
screen
deuce.
is where the set
Hazard
was won
worse than a
or
yard.
lost. Punished for the missing the ball there, I think.
Yep. Both players stepping it up,
Advantage
so they realise
receiver.
just how big a point
Worse
that
than
is.
5.
Yeah, massive. That's a return.
That's a heck of a return. Almost helped by the fact
One
that
game
Ben's
to
serve
2.
was so good and
Yes.
so quick.
Yeah.
And then Ben didn't have the time to get across and get what admittedly was an exceptional volley.
Yeah. Just managed to step into that a little bit earlier, didn't he?
Yeah. 15, love. Time. Is that ball okay, Rob? Yeah. See it, yeah? Second gallery. 15 lost. Thirty love. Chase better than second gallery. 2 chases. 30 love. We could do with some balls, please, guys.
Yeah, what an interesting point that one, wasn't it?
There's a lot of work that both players are having today.
Yeah.
I say probably more so Rob, because he's having to cover angles off the timbre, get into the forehand corner, twisting and turning again.
Changing direction.
That's hard work.
Yeah. Just having a bit of housekeeping here, getting some new balls.
30 love, receiver leads. Second gallery.
Second gallery chased, first up.
Point
Couple of
15,
big
30,
chances
better than
for Ben.
second gallery.
Because it's a big game. The difference between 3-1 and 2-all is massive.
Yeah. Just
30 all.
with Rob stopping that momentum in that last game, it feels like Ben wants to get back on top of it.
Yeah, very much so.
Go! Second gallery, 30 all.
Pace and spin off the ball, didn't he?
40-30,
Yep.
one shot.
Actually, a fantastic arrangement by Ben to even get that back over the net, I think.
These guys do make that inside-out backhand look very, very easy.
Ridiculously easy.
In fairness, they make quite a lot of these shots look ridiculously easy.
Yeah. There we go. There it is again.
He puts a huge amount of work on that ball, doesn't
Yeah. It makes it look easy, but you know that's not an easy shot
he? No.
when that comes off the penthouse like
40-30,
that.
receiver leads. Chase the second gallery.
Look at that. Beautiful shot.
Go! Game.
It's
Two
potentially
games
a big shift.
Yeah.
It's now important for Ben that he doesn't let those 2 games become 3 games
Yeah.
or 4 games.
Which can easily happen.
Yeah.
Chase works the second gallery.
Again, I think
Level.
Rob realises the importance of
Yes.
this game because he's worked really hard in that point.
Yeah.
Go! Chase the door. 2 chases.
Bit of a hop, skip and a jump into that gallery.
Level, Western second gallery and the door.
It is amazing some of the bounces you get off the court, which you think should be relatively straight.
This is the
We will just make sure we're on
break
mute,
point before.
please.
Yep.
Thank you. Level.
Yeah. Again, it's that great change up, wasn't it? Oh, some illustrious guests up there, look at that.
Western second
And a
gallery.
bold shirt.
Oh, very bold.
Go.
Oh,
15 love, chase the door. Go. On the chase.
That's the way to win that chase.
30 love.
30 love. That's big.
15-30. All.
I'd be a little bit frustrated with that one because I think he did everything right until.
Yeah, and he's
that
worked
point of
himself the opening, and then for these guys, they'd be upset missing that kind of ball.
Yeah.
Last gallery. 30 all. One chase.
Just seemed to stick for that ball, didn't it?
I think he's hit Rob's hit 2
Last
serves in
galley.
that game that, as you say, hugged the wall,
Yeah.
making that return tricky.
If you just joined us, we have had a brilliant game of tennis so far. Ben taking the first set. 6-5, now 2-all in the second set. This could go anywhere at the moment.
40-30 receiver leads. Last gallery.
Last gallery chase.
Game. Receiver leads 3 games to 2. Second set.
It's almost the third turnaround in fortune. It was Rob at the start, Ben to win the first set, and the start of the second, and now Rob's come back in.
3 in a row for Rob.
I think
15 love.
Rob's raised his game a bit, but Ben's just made a few errors and missed a few balls he won't be happy with.
Yeah, spot on. What's a few more of those?
Yeah, because he's had chances to hit targets and not hit them.
Worse than the door, 15-all. Dirty 15. Chase, better than 2. 30-15, 2 chases, worse than the door, and better than 2.
Yeah, that was just that lovely pick up into the grill. Ooh, wow. The computer is having a field day today, isn't it?
Is it the heat that's got the servers, or?
Crikey. I wouldn't like to be in that computer's seat right now.
30-15,
Doesn't
the
know what's
server
gonna
leads.
happen.
Worse than the door.
See if it's right.
Very well. And these next 2 or 3 points could make a big difference on that, on those percentages. Looks like Rob's got on a bit of a roll with that serve. That's
40-15,
just
better than 2.
tight as tight can be on the sidewall.
Looks like you're seeing it like a beat, doesn't it?
Oh. Okay.
4 in a row now.
Seven leads 4 games to 2.
We'll make no more comments about the win predictor's reliability. Clearly knows exactly what's going on.
Knows more than we do, I think. Lovely shot.
15 love. Go! Fifteen-all. No chase. How's it worse than 2? 15-all. Bolt. Yeah. Thirty, 15. Thirty, 15. Thirty all.
1 chase pending.
How's it worse than 2? Bolt. Chase worse than 4. 2 chases. 30 all.
Rolled out.
How's it worse than 2 and worse than 4?
See how solid Rob was when he hit that forehand volley. I think a small car could have driven into him and it wouldn't have shifted him.
Yeah, just so solid.
Yeah, solid with a little bit of weight going forward. Doesn't need to swing big, but he can hit the ball with a bit of cut, a bit of pace, just where he wants to.
Lovely to watch.
30 all. Hazard worse than 2.
Hazard chase coming up.
Bolt.
Big point coming up.
40, 30. Worse than 4. Bolt.
played.
That's very sensible tennis.
Deuce. Chase more than a yard worse. Deuce.
Difficult to know.
One
Like,
chase.
it seems difficult. Maybe Ben isn't serving as well, but it's difficult to know whether that's actually the case or Rob's returning better, or it's a bit of both.
Yeah. Those. He had that little stage in the first two games where he was making those a little bit of the errors with the return of serve, wasn't he? But he's
Yeah, I think
just
Ben hit some
eliminated
railroads
all
that
of
were
Yeah.
deep, almost nicking.
And it was just great serving.
Yeah. And it's just being half a foot or a foot away from that optimal point.
Yeah.
He's not at the service end as often. He's not winning as many points when he's at the service
Advantage
end,
receiver.
I think.
Chase more than a yard worse than last gallery. Bolt. Out of court.
Just bounced down.
Game receiver.
Ben's
3 games to
got that
4.
4-game run, hasn't he? Which is we'd have been absolutely desperate to do.
I think Rob gave him a bit of help.
Yeah.
But you're right. He'll be happy he's got that game.
Second gallery. Level. Bolt. Chase more than a yard worse than last gallery. Level.
I'd say with these guys and the way they return, it's difficult to know whether those two chases are a good or a bad thing.
I was actually just about to say that to you. Do you think the way that Rob's returning, there's still a lot of work to do there, isn't there?
There is. I suppose psychologically, at least you've got to the serving end.
Level.
And you know if you hit a
Second
good serve,
gallery.
you should be winning more of those than you lose, but
That's the theory.
it is. But the serve not quite tight enough.
15 love. More
Rob
than a
slaps
yard
a
worse
big
than
forehand
last
at you.
gallery.
Yeah.
It's not quite so easy.
No.
Out of court. 15 all. $15 all. No check. Chase better than 5. $15 all. Second gallery, 15 all, 2 chases. Better than 5 in the second gallery.
Rob holding his elbow a little bit there, so hopefully there's nothing serious going on.
Yeah, it seemed fairly innocuous. It's almost as if, I don't think he ran into a wall. It's almost just as part of the rally.
Yeah,
He caught the ball not quite right, or
just a little bit of a stinger through there.
I seem to remember a number of years ago he struggled with some tennis elbow.
Yes.
So whether it's
15
still
all,
hanging around a little bit,
chase better than
or he
5.
gets it when he plays more matches, who knows?
Yeah.
$30-15, second gallery.
Seems to take the pace off that serve a little bit.
Elbow seems fine.
40-15.
Yeah, just did the test.
As a chase,
Mightily unlucky.
headed in the door.
Jumping out to better than the draw in the end. Plenty to hit at though.
Yeah, it's amazing how often when a ball hits the wood on these courts, it goes forever.
40-15, receiver leads. Hazard better than door.
Rob leading 40-15. Has a chase. I fancy this.
30-40.
It's a good serve, but I
Really
think
good serve.
but it'd be disappointing not to make Ben do something.
Chase, worse than 3.
Just seemed to take the pace off it and play it a little bit shorter.
40-30, 1 check.
Yeah,
That may have just
potentially.
been thrown Rob a little bit.
It's always difficult to know. Is it natural variation or a deliberate choice?
Yeah. I'm gonna say deliberate.
That's good.
Yeah.
$40-30, server leads. Worse than 3. Won the chase. Deuce.
Again, another good change up, going back into Rob's backhand.
He's done that a couple of key points, hasn't he?
Yep.
Had a goal.
Just creeped out of court.
Advantage server.
Advantage to Rob.
Fault. Deuce.
Again, a good return, but Rob won't be happy at not making him play another ball.
Deuce. Advantage receiver. Fault. Last gallery. Advantage, 1 chase.
Again, there's that pace off, volley down the line
Lovely shot.
that it doesn't look exceptional, but
Advantage
it's an exceptionally
server.
effective shot
Chase the last gallery.
with a fairly high margin of error, so it's a good shot to play.
Yeah.
Game to the server.
Unorthodox.
4 games all.
It's just a momentum switch again.
Yep.
We were talking to Ben before. He said it doesn't create many highlights.
3.
Two phenomenal changes of hands there.
Level.
I think he's going to be pleased with his highlight reel for this one.
Except he just lost that point.
Yeah, but, you know, we'll gloss over that a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about the shot.
So I'd say it's all about the
50
result.
love.
That's because you win more than me.
Fold. Chase, more than the yard, worse than last gallery, 2 chases.
Like, great gets, so he can
Oh, here we go. I think
defend
we're
a better
gonna see it.
chase.
Wow. Ben's already mocked that up into a Instagram reel for him, I think. Just don't show that bit at the end.
No. Again, I think his
15
footwork
love,
there was just
receiver lead. Chase
exceptionally
better
good.
than 3.
To move that quickly.
$15 all, more than a yard, worse than last gallery. Won the chase, 30-15.
Good finish.
Well disguised.
That's great control from both of them.
30 all.
Wow.
40-30. All up, Rob. Second serve. Use.
Juice. 4 all.
That looked a bit tentative, didn't
Yeah.
it?
That had big point written all over it, didn't it?
Chase, worse than 6. Juice. Chase, half a yard, worse than 6. 2 chases. Juice, worse than 6 and half a yard, worse than 6.
It's a lovely show of controlled tennis, isn't it?
It's almost gone back to the old school Julian Snow floor
I was
game.
going to say, that's very reminiscent of that, wasn't it?
Score is Juice. Chase, worse than 6.
Worse than 6, Chase. Juice score now. 4.
Advantage server. Chase, half a yard, worse than 6.
Then with the advantage. Half a yard worse than 6.
Needs another tight serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half a yard, worse than 6.
I'm
5
figuring the
games
win
to
predictor
4.
will have flipped around again.
I was going to say, I would love to see where it's at.
Fold.
I mean, there is nothing you can put between these two.
Chase, nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
Straight past Ben's ear there, I think.
Level. Wow.
That's a great bit of one.
15 love.
Under pressure.
Fifteen all.
Good serve.
30,
Good time to hit one of
15.
those.
One chase.
I suppose
Nearly
now
a
would be
yard
an
worse.
even better time to hit a second one of those, wouldn't it?
Chase better than second gallery. 2 chases. (30-15) receiver leads. Nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
See all the
And better than
tourists
second gallery.
Having a look down the side
I was
gallery.
just thinking that's when all of those hours of hitting baskets on your
Nearly a
own
yard.
and hitting targets comes into play when you're able to just take that point.
You just kind of go, yeah.
Put the easy ball
Nearly
away.
a yard
done this
worse than
100
last
times,
gallery.
1,000. Boom.
40-15. Chase better than second gallery.
Big point.
It
Match point.
is.
Chase off.
Well left, Rob.
Fantastic.
40-15. Time.
This one. Second match point for Ben.
First.
Bolt.
Great,
Needed there.
great retrieval by Rob, but I'd say Ben had 2, maybe 3 chances to do something with that.
30-40.
Just didn't quite get the length right, did he? That's
What he is.
what he is.
Juice.
In that situation, just get it back.
Stroke. Advantage receiver.
Back to match point. Match point 3.
Effortless chip down the line for a winner.
Juice.
It's almost like he's just, I've had enough of this.
Bolt.
I'm not liking where that ball's sitting.
Good experience. Let's just slow this down a bit.
Think so.
Let's have a bit of a breather.
Very smart.
Advantage receiver. Hazard
Pretty
second
clean
gallery.
for Tampa.
This does seem to be one of those games where the better you get, the worse certain shots are. When you start off, hit the timbre at all costs, then you get to a point where actually it's not such a good thing to do.
It's more about that corridor of uncertainty sometimes, isn't it?
Yep.
The last game or so, Ben's just been reading those tough timbre shots as well as Ian, just picking them up.
I think the
Advantage
intensity
server.
of everything is
Hazard
kind of picked
second
up. Less
gallery.
unforced errors, better length, chasing a lot of balls down.
Hazard second gallery.
Yes!
Well played.
And the back.
Wow. Absolutely superb match of tennis there. Ben Taylor making the
He's
win.
got to be very happy with that, hasn't he, Ben?
Yeah,
Very happy indeed.
very happy. A really hard-fought victory.
particularly given the start of the match and the fact that Rob went off to such a good start.
Ben Taylor Matthews through to the
And I
final,
think the fact that he came back
6-5,
so well in the
6-4.
second set as well.
Yeah, there's that change of momentum a couple of times,
Yeah.
and it looked like it was going to swing either way. And then suddenly he just steamrolled the last 3 games. Hopefully, we'll get some match stats coming up, which will be quite interesting to see as we get the sponsorship signs up on court.
3 points difference in terms of number of points.
It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? I mean,
is.
it was such a great game of tennis. There's literally nothing between them.
No.
A thin piece of paper was separating it. And Ben just turned it on when he needed to at the end, didn't he?
Which again, I suppose, it's lots of world-class sport, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
about winning the important points.
It's that 1%, isn't it?
It's about those small margins when it really matters.
Yeah. Pretty much exactly the same average chase length. Here we go. So the railroad definitely the dominating serve for Rob there.
Yeah, I think on this court, it's very tough. The court seems to have changed in the years I played it, and recently it's become very, very tough to find a serve.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the railroad is the least worst option.
It's the most consistent, or
everything else just doesn't do very much to help you.
Yeah.
We're on court now with having a quick chat with both of the players. That's a fantastic semi-final match. Rob, that was a tough examination. Ben really pushing you there in both sets. You've obviously done well in this tournament in the past. You enjoy playing on this court. What is it about this court that really kind of brings out the best in your game?
So, you know, it's tough, admittedly it's the toughest court to play on, so you've got to just let I didn't do that today. 56 years old and need a few things to go your way, and so everyone's too good.
And just quickly, it's a lot cooler today than it has been a couple of days ago. How do you find that play, the different conditions on the court?
I mean, it was probably quite cool where you were standing, but it was effing hot where I was. I think the humidity's kind of destroyed the balls a bit to make a tough situation a little tougher. And again, you just get the rub, get a tight match like that goes against you. It's just the way tight matches are. Someone gets the rub, someone doesn't.
Sure. And thank you very much, Rob. Commiserations on your game. Thank you. Hopefully hear in a couple of moments from winner of today's match, Ben Taylor Matthews.
So Ben Taylor Matthews winning that very, very well in a very close battle. I think Giles is just going to interview him now. So we'll throw you back over to Giles to talk to the winner who's in the final tomorrow.
So just left a little bit. There we go. Congratulations, Ben. You like playing on the score. That was a tricky match today, but come through with the win.
Yeah, I don't know about like, but I seem to kind of feel like I've been in survival mode all week. Didn't quite survive enough on Thursday.
So the nearest ones between me and you was the Oryx.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you've just got more time than you think. So it's really tough against somebody like Rob because he gets so much on his shots, so much pace, so much work, and then the kind of the court just takes a bit out of it, but you just don't believe he's going to. So took a bit of time adjusting, but yeah, happy to survive, as I say.
that first set seemed to have absolutely everything. You actually weren't ahead in that set until right at the very end when you took it. How did you keep your head in the game? How did you keep your focus to try and get on through to win that first set?
Yeah, I mean, I found it particularly tough at Hampton, so railroad faults, but I found it really difficult to kind of keep my shots down.
Sure.
So I was kind of putting them in a bit more kind of negatively than I like, but yeah, you play with what you've got on the day and survive, and when I get the chance to move them around a bit, the court kind of helps me a little bit further. So.
And we saw quite a bit of variation in some of your serves. Obviously, some of your previous matches very railroad heavy, but we saw a bit of a mixture of those serves. Was that kind of deliberate game plan, or just trying to find a way through for Rob?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit of a rallier, so the high serve kind of encourages that type of rally. But it's a railroad court, so it's serving a railroad to Rob's a pretty scary task. So you just hope the court's going to help you a bit, and then I just wasn't really getting enough in. So I was having to bobble, and then it's a bit of a free hit him sometimes. So just like mix it up. It was definitely plan B. It wasn't plan A.
Sure.
It seemed to work when I usually took it.
Sure. We've got our second semi-final coming up just now. What's your plan for the rest of the week? I'm asking for a prediction. What's your plan for the second semi-final? Are you going to step out, make notes? What's your plan for Nick versus Steve?
I won't be making notes. Where are we? 1 o'clock elite.
Okay.
I don't care. Yeah.
Try and keep out of the sun and just try and kill it. Probably watch some Olympics.
Fair enough. Congratulations, Ben. Thank you very much for joining us, and well done on your win.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. We'll head back upstairs to wrap up our coverage of our first semi-final.
He's everywhere, isn't he? So thank you for joining us for the first semi-final of the day. We've got a cracking game coming up next with Steve Vagona versus Nicky Howe. Please join us in a few minutes' time, and they'll be on court soon. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed mine and Peter's commentary, because we're back on next. So sorry about that if you didn't.
We get a chance to do better if you didn't like it.
Yeah.